Is that towering structure Wangshu Inn?
Sure is. We can take the lift up from over there.
Always walking the path long trodden. Does retracing others' footsteps not tire you? Come on, get in. We'll fly to the top.
Are we really going to fly up to Wangshu Inn? Isn't that a bit showy? All the guests are going to see us.
Is that a bad thing? To be able to witness an Adeptus. This will surely add to the inn's appeal, not to mention the room prices. The owner will thank us.
You seem to really like showing off your powers.
This inn's architecture is incredible, and the surrounding countryside radiates a picturesque charm. No wonder the new proprietor of the Baiju guest house thinks he can't compete and has decided to change his own establishment's name.
The new proprietor? Ah, you mean Lu Shengsheng's dad. So you know about that, too. Personally, Paimon thinks it should go with something like Rex's Rest. That's a contender's name if Paimon's ever heard one.
A fitting name indeed.
So you think the guest house should change its name, too? Paimon kinda thought you'd say something like, such sacrosanct traditions must never change.
Time flows ever onward. Why should the rules of yesterday be carried forward into the world of tomorrow? The people of today should determine what is to be kept.
Huh. You're not as old-fashioned and stuffy as Paimon thought.
The years ebb and flow, seas recede to reveal fields. In the vastness of time, I am but a wild horse in a boundless sea of dust. Even Rex Lapis, having waded through the waters of the river of time, is not quite the same as before.
Zhongli? What was he like before?
That is another story for another time. We have arrived.
Whew. This is the first time Paimon's ever flown up to Wangshu Inn on a chariot. Everything's so different when you're up high.
Wangshu. Like moon lanterns and shell lanterns. Might it all be a coincidence?
What's a coincidence?
Do you not know what Wangshu means?
Does it mean the moon?
Not bad. You're clearly much sharper than your diminutive companion. Wangshu can refer to the moon, but its original meaning is actually...
the goddess who rides the bright moon's chariot.
And you must be the conqueror of demons.
Xiao! Paimon was wondering if we'd disturbed you by flying down from the sky.
Not at all. I sensed an unusual presence long before you arrived, though I didn't expect it to be you in a flying chariot.
Ah, a witness at last. I was starting to think we should fly a bit lower. 'Twould be awfully dull if no one ends up marveling at my lofty bearing.
No need. This is already showy enough.
I'm not one to do good from the shadows, as Rex Lapis is wont to do.
Then you must be...
She's the White Horse Adeptus.
Oh, nay, I'm only cosplaying as the White Horse Adeptus.
Cosplaying? What's that?
Ugh, ignore her nonsense. She's the genuine article. The one and only, completely authentic White Horse Adeptus. It's just, Xiao, did Zhongli say anything about her being a teensy bit... not quite right?
Mental instability, perhaps?
Did Zhongli tell you that?
No, this is my own speculation.
Well, you pretty much hit the nail on the head. It's like her brain's filled with a bunch of slimes right now. All gloopy and messy. There's a hot-tempered pyro slime, a math-obsessed hydro slime, and a mischievous little animo slime. But don't tell her Paimon said that, or she'll come and tell us all off.
You white-haired rascal! Do you think I can't hear you?
Uh-oh! We're in for it now!
White Horse Adeptus. You must be weary from your journey. Why not take a rest?
Oh, yes! You must be hungry, right, Sabai? How about we get some food? The chef here is incredible!
It's so hot! So spicy!
Are you okay? Do you want Paimon to get you some water?
Don't worry about me. I just need to pace myself.
So, regarding your friend and her condition, does even the Lord of Geo have no solution?
Zhongli said we should wait and she'll get better on her own. But who knows how long that's gonna take.
He says her three spirits have only just merged and have yet to settle.
Is that why her personalities change so easily?
Paimon thinks that has something to do with her three deadly selves. Zhongli told us that the deadly selves are impure, affecting living things that get too close.
The White Horse Adeptus's remnant spirit was attached to the deadly selves for a long time. It makes sense that her temperament and memories would have been influenced by them.
But Paimon still doesn't really understand what the three deadly selves actually are.
Paimon, as you do not practice self-cultivation, I cannot help you fully understand. But you can think of them simply as emotions and desires. The act of severing the three deadly selves is a means of exercising wicked desires and cultivating one's true self. I believe other nations have similar practices. In Sumeru, it is known as shattering Atmagraha.
Oh, so it's about emotions, desires, and attachments, that sort of thing.
It includes those. I wonder, does she still remember what happened in the past?
Some of it, but right now, it's like she was suddenly awakened. Like she's still half dreaming. The half that's still dreaming might remember things, but the half that's awake doesn't quite get it.
Conqueror of demons, are you looking to learn about Rex Lapis's past from me?
You are an old friend of his, so please, call me by my name.
But Conqueror of Demons sounds so much more imposing.
I'd like to know about Zhongli's past too.
In days of yore, he was the Lord of Geo, Heaven's Star.
Huh? You said the same thing the day you came back. But what does it mean?
I'm afraid I can't remember.
Hey, did you really forget? Or are you just pretending so you don't have to tell?
Why not ask Rex Lapis himself? Whether I've forgotten might be up for debate, but I am certain he remembers.
He must have his reasons for not raising the past, and you likely have similar concerns. I shouldn't have asked.
An answer that suits your style, General Elatis. Now that we're on the subject, though, I suddenly remembered something.
Which is?
In the distant past, there was a feast, which I attended. I faintly recall the Lord of Geo also being present that day.
Oh. And then? What happened?
Among the dishes served, there was one that could be found in every household throughout Langan at the start of spring. A dish called Flavor of Spring. I suddenly remembered the recipe for this dish.
Is that it?
Yes! Since it's lantern right here in Liyue, why don't I make some for you to try?
That sounds good.
Wow! It might not have been the story Paimon was hoping for, but this looks delicious!
The spring breeze stirs. Now is the perfect time to savor this dish. My dutiful guides have gone to great trouble to show me around Liyue. And even the conqueror of demons has graced us with his presence. I feel deeply honored. This flavor of spring is my way of expressing my gratitude.
There's no need for such grand words.
I have a gift for you, too.
What's this?
Hey! It's that broken jade token from the antiques exhibition!
I believe this belongs to you, yes?
Indeed. This was once an Adepto treasure of mine. I'm amazed it ended up in your hands. Alas, it serves little purpose now in its fractured state. Please, keep it as a memento.
Oh, that's a shame. Can't we fix it?
This is the way of the world. Once jade is broken, it can never be made whole.
Then, what about forging a new one?
That is a good point. That it has ended up in your hands must be a message from fate. I could try to craft it into a little trinket for you. One that might prove useful on your journey.
Ooh, what sort of trinket?
It's just a passing thought, one that will require the right opportunity. I'll think about it more when the time comes. Now that we've had our fill, we should get some rest. Tomorrow we return to Liyue Harbor, where I'll have need of your guidance once more.
Howdy. Please, go straight on in.
Chi-Chi, the lantern ride is almost over. Do you remember how to make a Shao lantern?
Morning, split bamboo, traveler, and get silk, make Paimon.
You've got it all mixed up again.
They're here again.
Yow Yow! Looking good in that new outfit, huh? Hey, it's Paimon! Dr. Baiju gave this to me as a gift. How does it suit me?
It suits you very well. You look adorable.
Thank you. Wow! What happened for Baiju to suddenly give you a brand new outfit, Yao Yao?
Dr. Baiju is thanking Yao Yao for teaching me to make Shao lanterns.
Chi-Chi and I were just playing together. Dr. Baiju's too kind. Oh, yeah, take a look at this. Dr. Baiju gave me these clothes, but it was Chi-Chi who wove this little basket. Wow, that's beautiful. When did you become so good with your hands, Chi-Chi?
I learned to make Shao lanterns thanks to Yao Yao. I also made a wish.
What do I always say? The White Horse Adeptus answers prayers. Come, help this old man make an offering in thanks.
Huh? Mr. Liu? What did you pray for?
For my idiot son to finally come to his senses and not change Baiju Guest House's name, which he has.
Huh? He's keeping the old name?
Listen to this. My granddaughter planted a tea seedling in our village just a few days ago. She made a prayer to the White Horse Adeptus to help it grow. Overnight, her seedling flourished into a mature tea tree.
Oh, that sure does sound like a miracle. Could the White Horse Adeptus really have helped it grow?
Of course she did. Oh, White Horse Adeptus, how blessed is our family over whom you keep watch.
Truly, this is an extraordinary miracle. You must record it in your family history without delay.
Of course. Huh? Is that you, Miss Zabai?
Indeed. I have a long-term booking at your guest house.
Yes, I recall. Mr. Zhongli said to charge your expenses to the Wangsheng funeral parlor, if I remember correctly.
That's Zhongli. Always making trouble for poor Hu Tao.
I noticed when you were here last that you bear a striking resemblance to the pictures of the White Horse Adeptus in my family history. You both have golden eyes.
Perhaps fate has had a hand in our meeting.
And a glad meeting it is, Miss Zabai. Now, why don't I gift you some tea from my garden to celebrate this encounter? We grow Sunglaw tea there, and it has quite the reputation throughout Yilong Wharf. I hope you will accept it.
Oh! Sunglaw, buy 10 boxes, get half off teas, back on the menu.
Buy 10 boxes, get half off? Don't be silly. This is a gift. It's free.
Woohoo! Nice!
Thank you so much, Boss Lou.
There's no need to thank me. You're a visitor from out of town, which makes you an honored guest. Make yourself at home. Lantern Rite may have ended, but the streets are still bustling with activity. Make sure to take everything in, meet some new friends, and enjoy your time here. And that goes for you kids as well. Happy Lantern Rite.
Got it, Mr. Liu.
Happy Lantern Rite.
Yeah! Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Happy Lantern Rite indeed.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra.
Huh? Where'd this letter in our bag come from? Did it just blow in on the breeze?
Just like Itsune. Hey, long time no see, my friend. What's that? You say we just met recently? For a heart that always misses its friends, every second feels like an eternity. And after such a grand adventure in Nodcry, you must have gathered quite a few stories along the way, yes? Are you perhaps looking for an old friend to talk to? Do you happen to need a bard? One who can turn your tales to verse? If so, come and catch up with me at Star Snatch Cliff. The wine is poured and the strings are already tuned. A bard. Oh, is that Venti? T. Okay, let's where the hell is Starcliff? Whatever. Here you go. But where? Wait, what? Location is currently being used in the quest. Complete that quest. Okay. I'm so confused. What the hell? Knights of Favonius Expeditionary Force seem to be anticipating something. You know what? Okay, fine. Can I skip these things? I guess I can't. I'm all kinds of confused right now.
Branch into song. Yeah.
What's our objective? Observe. Be silent. Goodness, how the world has changed. Might I ask, when did the custom of placing treasure chests in every nook and cranny come into fashion?
Even when darkness...
Be careful. We drove off what? I didn't even see what he said. Drove off the what, and the who, and the where?
You poor lost lamb. Forest, protect us. You poor lost lamb. Yeah. Leave this place. Take heart. You toil not in vain.
Help! Please help me!
Yeah.
What do you want from...
Behold!
Do not be afraid.
Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
My guiding stars!
Forest, protect us.
Don't be scared.
Close your eyes. Observe.
Yeah. Ha. For the everlasting forest.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Where could they be? This is turning into a major headache. What now, boss? Forget our brothers and sisters over at the lighthouse waiting to get to work. If we don't have enough fuel, it's lights out for the entire camp.
Yeah, we gotta think of something, squad leader. Don't worry. Head back to your posts. I'll take care of this. Traveler, Paimon, good to see you.
Hey there, Itlua! Why is everyone gathered here at the entrance?
Seems like you got a lot on your plate. Has something happened?
It's fine. Just a minor issue, really. And I'm already on the case.
Come on, Itlua! You're always trying to fix things by yourself on the down low. Just tell us, it couldn't hurt. Or is it because you're too embarrassed to say?
No way. I just don't want everyone in town worrying about things that I can handle on my own. But since you're both part of the investigation squad now, I won't treat you like outsiders. Still, this isn't exactly the place for a chat. Come on in. I'll tell you more inside. Got it. Thanks, Roland.
Squad leader, our comrades in the east seem to have butted heads with the Fatui. They say they're going to send someone over.
Got it. I'll be over as soon as I can.
Jeez, Itlua! Are you always this busy?
Recently, yes. There's just so much work to catch up on.
You know, Paimon's been wanting to ask for a while now. What are these vehicle thingies we keep seeing in the Lightkeepers' camps? They kinda look like food trucks, don't you think? It'd be awesome if you really could cook up there. But Paimon has a feeling there's more to these things than meets the eye.
Maybe it's a chef bot capable only of the finest hot cuisine. I almost said couture. Maybe it can transform into a battle bot.
What? Yeah, that wasn't what Paimon was getting at.
Oh, these? Officially, they're called Ajnayan mechanical vehicles. You can think of them as Kuvaki-powered mobile lighthouses. They're not quick by any means, but they save us a whole lot of trouble and manpower when it comes to transporting supplies. As for cooking functionality, I hadn't actually given that any thought. But you know, if we did install a toaster in there...
Relax, you don't have to take Paimon that seriously. The food truck bit was a joke.
Oh, no. Filling stomachs is a key part of a Ratnik's duties too. Thanks for reminding me of that, Paimon. A proper food truck would save us from having to build makeshift stone stoves just to eat a hot meal.
Right? And that way, you could even hold your own bonfire parties too. Except, everyone does seem really busy. Not sure they'd be in the mood for that.
Actually, I really hope that one day we can. Just the thought of it makes me smile, but that day will have to wait. For now, at least.
Yeah, it's all because of the wild hunt, isn't it?
Yes. Flint's did send word from the south that the strongest wild hunt anomaly we know of has been destroyed with your help, but it continues to cause havoc elsewhere. So there's no easing off for us. Not only must we shore up our bases themselves, we also need to ensure that the roads are clear, which entails dispatching Ratniki at regular intervals to patrol vast areas of land.
Whew. Just listening to all that is kind of tiring already. You Lightkeepers sure have it tough.
And that's just the basics. The real danger lies with those wild hunt outbreaks that suddenly just appear out of nowhere. Such tasks are all handled by Gramps, Flynn's, Olav, and those guys. I can't have Gramps fretting over every last thing. so I've taken over handling of the groundwork. Honestly, compared to our shortage of manpower, supply prep is nothing. To continue on the topic of food, even the best cook in the world couldn't do anything without ingredients. Over the years, many of our former bases have fallen into disrepair, making them ill-suited for long-term postings. At the moment, everyone has to shuttle back and forth between our camps and HQ, leading to fewer and fewer people available for combat deployments.
Got a solution in mind?
Yup, and that's turning this place into a permanent base. And most importantly, what's a Lightkeeper stronghold without a lighthouse?
So, you want to build one here?
Exactly. We'll need it if we're to stand any chance against the Wild Hunt's attacks. Which is easy to say, but in practice, I think you've seen enough to know it's not going too smoothly.
Oh, right! Paimon almost forgot that we were here to help. So, what's the issue?
Well, building our encampment will require lots of fuel and supplies. Generally, we bring it all in on moon wagons all the way from Pyramida.
Couldn't you get materials from somewhere near? I see lots of potential timber nearby.
If only it were so simple. The main problem is, we need a special kind of oil refined using Kuvaki. It's true that the plants nearby are full of Kuvaki, and they'll keep us going. For a while at least. But supplying the fuel for a lighthouse is a whole other ballgame. Unfortunately though, there's been no sign of the supplies that should have arrived last night. Valdis is in charge of transport, and he's always been meticulous, so it's unlikely that he got careless and missed the timing or something. And that's precisely why I'm worried that they might have encountered some trouble.
Hold up, deep breaths. Don't get too worked up. I've seen things like this happen many times before.
Yeah, there's always a way out of every jam. Even if that means being trapped inside a sealed barrel or getting buried neck deep. Surely this can't be any worse than that.
Don't tell me that's actually happened. I guess I underestimated you two again.
If you think that's wild, we've been to prison in the Fortress of Meripede as well.
Anyway, we can have a look around. Maybe they've just lost their way.
Maybe so. Anyway, there's no time to lose, so follow me.
Yep, let's move! Okay?
I'm fine. Whew. Good thing you guys showed up so fast. Or I might not have made it by sundown.
Praise be! Our essential supplies made it through safe and sound.
What kind of supplies are that important?
Booze, it's gotta be. Why do I smell alcohol?
Good eye! This here is the dandelion wine we specially ordered from Dawn Winery. Pure Mondstadt in a bottle.
You have no idea what it took us to get it here, all the way from there.
Ha! And a fine job you did. You're drinking with us at the feast tonight. Whole camp's been looking forward to toasting you.
So, the only reason you were in a hurry was to make sure the drinks got there in time? And here Paimon thought you were finally being serious about something serious!
What's that? Are you saying drinking isn't the most serious of serious business? Because I'd love to have a drink right about Now...
Wait! Please, wait a second. Now is not a good time.
Yeah! Listen to him! First, you gotta take care of the serious...
This is a custom brew. It needs to be kept constantly rolling to prevent settling and keep its flavor. Having sat for so long, I'd say the taste has degraded by at least 10%.
10%? Unacceptable! Nobody touches a drop till it's ready.
Okay. You do you, then.
So, how can we bring it back up to scratch?
We specially commissioned someone to build a mechanism that keeps the barrels rolling. Looks like it broke in the fall, though. So now, I guess we'll have to rely on old-fashioned muscle power.
So we just keep whacking the wooden barrels and roll them to their destination? Sounds like some good old Knights of Favonius strength training.
Wait, the Knights train that way?
Aye, teaches force control and precision. Need both, or the barrel won't stay true to the path. It's basic training for many knights.
Consider my curiosity piqued. As the honorary knight, I'd like to try my hand.
Ha, keen on basic drills, are we? Well, Laurent and the others won't be back for a while. Right then, all yours. Don't worry about knocking him a bit too far. Just holler and I'll toss him back into place. Back when I was training Noelle, she'd blast the barrels to splinters the second she got nervous. Couldn't stop her from cleaning up the whole mess herself afterward. Over time, she became the finest cleaner in the Knights, bar none. Ha! She might not have realized it, but that's progress too. First time I did this training with Razor, it took us an entire day to finish. Know why? He spent a quarter of the day rolling the barrels, and the other 3/4 trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. Jean and Albedo once sat me down to have a serious discussion about whether or not the Spark Knight needed to take part in basic training like this. A Knight's basic training helps build character. But since the Spark Knight's still so young, I decided to get her opinion.
Paimon's hands are sore just from watching you. There's gotta be an easier way, right?
Come to think of it, you haven't met Lowen yet, have you? Kid's so used to doing things his way, he didn't even show up when it was time for the training. Asked him about it later. He said he went to poke a hornet's nest full of monsters, and as for barrel drills, he didn't think targets that wouldn't hit back were worth his time.
Ah, Grandmaster! Honorary Knight! They're back! They're back! They're back! Everyone, fall in and give them a proper welcome!
Wow, we're this popular? Paimon feels like blushing.
How the wind carries that scent from afar! Sweet Barbados, it's true. Dandelion wine.
Ah, a special brew from Dawn Winery to boot. They're back. All my precious memories, they're all flooding back.
Oh. So, the welcome isn't for us, is it?
Yes, this is it! This is the taste! Oh, it's just how I remembered it.
Amazing! After all these years!
Ah, I was starting to think I'd already forgotten the taste of a good Dawn Winery vintage. If the taste hasn't changed, then my home back in Springvale probably hasn't changed either. Right?
It's the same. I've been there.
Thank you, Honorary Knight.
That's enough. Put a cork in it, everyone. Barrels stay sealed until everyone's back. Let's finish the party prep in the meantime.
Oh, yes, sir. On it, sir.
Like I said, drinking is the most serious of serious business.
Given his liver's battle prowess, is that even possible? I'll go find him. You keep eating.
Okay. Paimon will catch up when she finishes.
I went to get snacks, sorry. That's why there was a long pause.
One more plate. Okay, this is the last one. Paimon swears.
So, what's the hero who saved our savior and brought it back to camp doing in a corner like this?
Took the words right out of my mouth. What are you doing drinking alone?
Truth is, what I've got in my cup is the most special of special brews. It can only be drunk alone. But since you've caught me, nothing for it. Here, have a cup.
I knew it. It's apple cider.
Got me. Just a joke. Not a drop of liquor on me right now. If you're thirsty for a real drink, go find Ermini later. She's got plenty in stock. A camp always needs to have one sober soul to guard their drunk comrades from things that go bump in the night. Those have been my standing orders since this expedition started. Rotten luck, eh? Just so happens that tonight, it's my turn to be that sober soul. So, on this night when they're all drunk, I can't be.
Was it really luck, or the very day the dandelion wine was due to arrive?
Who knows? Maybe fate just gets a kick out of messing with us. If it had come one day later, maybe I'd have been down there guzzling wine to my heart's content. But if it had come but one day later, maybe you'd have passed the camp by, missed the feast, never even had this chance to talk. Nobody can say what choices lead to what outcomes until the time comes. Just like when I decided to lead this expedition out of Mondstadt. Never imagined I'd make it this far.
The reason you launched the expedition, was it to deal with the wild hunt?
That's how it turned out, aye. But when we marched, all I knew was this. An abyssal storm was brewing up north, one that threatened to scour all of Tevat. It took us some time to mobilize, but where would the enemy appear? What form would they take? That was all a complete mystery to us when we set out. All we could do was gather intel as we marched, preparing for every contingency.
That's all you knew and you still launched the expedition? Didn't you say intelligence is the foundation of any campaign?
Ha! Quick study, aren't you? Alas, the enemy won't sit around twiddling their thumbs while we finish preparing. Every hour we hesitated, the abyss was devouring the lives of countless people. The sooner we marched, the sooner we could change their fates. That was all the intel we needed to launch this expedition.
No wonder you're the Knight of Boreas. That's the Knights of Phonius for you.
None of that formality, honorary knight. And you're no different. Your journey's also changed many people's fates. Be it Mondstadt back then, Dvalin, or Nodcry now, the expeditionary force. Even my fate, too. The fact that we can sing around the bonfire, drinking and thinking about the future, none of that could have happened without your arrival, traveler.
Am I really that amazing?
Who's to say? Fate's fickle and hard to fathom after all. But as long as you're alive, there's hope. The wine we didn't drink tonight, we can have tomorrow. The lads will save my share. As long as we're still breathing, tomorrow will bring more wine and laughter. So cheers to tomorrow, to hope.
Whoa! This is way too many books! Considering this library organizing job is classified as a premium commission, Paimon came mentally prepared, you know? But seeing it in person is something else.
Why, if it isn't Cutie and Paimon. What brings you back to Mondstadt? Let me guess. You missed me so much you just had to come visit. Is that it?
You saw right through me. Here for business, actually.
You've become quite the flatterer since we last saw each other, haven't you?
Found you! We were starting to think you weren't clocking in today.
Well, I wasn't planning to. But then, Catherine mentioned someone had finally accepted an important commission for the library. So I came to check on things. Might you both be here for that very commission by any chance?
Pleased to meet you. We're the only ones here, so yeah.
Ah, music to my ears. Now, as you can see, a certain anonymous benefactor has donated a large amount of books to us. Imagine my surprise when a glance down the book list revealed that each one would be an entirely new addition to our collection. There are books of all different kinds, including quite a few that are banned. Troublesome, I know. So this wasn't an odd job I could trust to just anyone. And sorting them myself? My, what a headache that would be. It would take ages. All that to say, I'm very relieved to see you here. I would treat you to some tea, of course, but looking at the state of this place, perhaps another time, yes?
Don't worry, just leave the commission to us.
You're as sweet as ever, Paimon. Well then, good luck in here. I'll leave you to it.
Finally! We made it to the last stack! What even are some of these books? A Hilichurl's Guide to Running for Your Life? Do Hilichurls even read? Oh, and Basics of Whopper Flower Cultivation. Who'd grow one of those, anyway? And what's this one? The Little Witch's Dictionary? Huh. That title's kind of suspicious. And did we already sort this area? Did you notice it earlier?
No, and it's not on the list either.
Huh. Well, witches always make Paimon think of, you know.
Yoo-hoo! Looking for me?
Alice? How did you get in here?
You must not have noticed, Paimon. I wasn't the one who barged in at all. When you opened that dictionary, you entered a mage's domain.
What? Ugh! Paimon knew that book had issues.
Have you ever read the storybook The Little Witch and the Undying Fire by any chance?
First I've heard of it.
No matter. At least in name, this book was written as a dictionary for the other one. The actual contents of the two aren't related at all, though.
That explanation makes things even more confusing.
Oh dear. Where should I begin? You know the promise the Hexen Circle made to Varka at the Tripartite Conference, yes? Namely, that in Mondstadt's greatest time of need, the mages would return and lend their aid to the nation? Well, waiting around for danger to descend upon the land isn't exactly our style. Rather than a scenario where we jump in and save the day out of nowhere, it makes more sense to lay the groundwork over time. That's how M put it. Besides, who knows when such a crisis could occur? It could be in the next life, or even tomorrow. Preparation is crucial. So, I gathered the mages together to write this dictionary. Of course, it had to be under the guise of being related to that storybook. Otherwise, I would never have been able to get them in one place.
Sounds like a lot of work. So how do we factor in exactly?
Well, we looked into Barbie's scryglass and came up with a series of tasks tailor-made for the people of Mondstadt. They're all in this dictionary. Striving toward a common goal, overcoming obstacles alongside trusted companions, becoming better versions of ourselves. That is the best defense against what dangers could lie ahead.
Oh, you make it sound like something bad is actually about to happen.
Now, I never said that. But still, we are talking about trusted companions here, Paimon. And when we speak of a person who could be considered a friend to all in Mondstadt, I'm afraid the pool of options consists of but one.
I see what's going on here. I should have seen this coming.
Wait, the huge book donation? That was just an excuse to get us here, wasn't it? We had to spend ages sorting through them, you know?
Oh dear, I never could have imagined you would need to go to such trouble.
Uh-huh. Sure you didn't.
Well, this is an important book. I couldn't just bring it into Teyvat without taking any precautions. Much better to hide it in plain sight, you see. That's why I donated all those other books to the library. Besides, it's not like this is a bad thing. Just think of it as an excuse to reunite with old friends. And as a favor to your dear Aunt Alice.
Okay. If the goal is to help the people of Mondstadt, then we're in. We'll take the dictionary. And the next time we run into our friends, we'll pass your tasks and stuff along, okay?
Wonderful. Then I'll let you get to it. Have fun!
Observe. Be silent.
Not now.
Leave this place. Yeah. Yeah.
Ah, welcome back, old friend. And how should I be addressing you these days? The honorary knight of Mondstadt? The Tumaini of Natlan? Or the great hero of Nodcry?
Just call me by my name.
Well, you sure have your finger on the pulse. We've barely caught our breath since Notcry, but it sounds like you've already heard about what went down.
News travels fast on the wind. But before I can turn your tales into tunes, I need to hear them from the horse's mouth. My wine and my lyre are at the ready. So please, traveler, take a seat and tell me your tale. Amazing! Incredible! The Rapier of Solnari and the Doctor? Truly a tale for the ages! So, I'm guessing the Wild Hunt is a thing of the past now that you've defeated the Rapier of Solnari?
Seems that way. We were kind of focused on dealing with the Doctor, though.
There are still some vestiges of the Wild Hunt around, but not enough to pose a major threat.
Well, that's good to hear. Hey, now that the Northern Abyss calamity is finally resolved, Varka must be getting ready for the triumphant return of his expedition, right? I haven't seen him in the longest time. He must have so many stories to share.
I was gonna ask, you two have really met before?
Hooray! Paimon was wondering about that, too. He did call you Barbados. But weren't you still fast asleep back when he was in Mondstadt?
Let's call it half asleep. I was resting my eyes in the Thousand Winds Temple one day when I heard a commotion outside. It was a young knight who had journeyed there in search of trials and oracles after hearing some tall tales at the local tavern. In fact, all that awaited him were moss-covered walls and an angry ruin guard. But he seemed completely unfazed, laughing heartily as he sent the ruin guard's missiles flying off into the horizons.
Huh! They must have been making quite a racket if it was enough to wake up the tone-deaf bard.
Yeah, it sounded kinda like...
Hey! Is that all you've got? Oh, bring it on!
like that.
Giving up already? You're not half as tough as Varka said.
A young knight of Favonius trekking out to the Thousand Winds Temple in search of adventure. Now there's a sight I haven't seen in a while.
A bard in green clothes. Does this mean... Oh, you're Venti? I was just wondering how I was gonna track you down.
Oh, so you were looking for the tone-deaf bard? Strange place to start your search.
I would have tried the Angel's Share. I would have gone to the cat's tail.
Hold on. Blonde hair, white hair? You must be the honorary knight. And Paimon! The Grand Master talks about you all the time. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lowen, Vice Captain of the 5th Company of the Knights of Favonius and a member of the Expeditionary Force. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Oh, so you're part of the expedition, huh? Right. So that's why Paimon's never seen you around in Mondstadt. Hey, wait a second. We never saw you in Nodcry either.
That's probably because when the Wild Hunt was still running rampant, I spent most of my time out on my own, making mincemeat out of monsters. I barely went back to base at all. Then, once the Wild Hunt calmed down, I got sent back to Mondstadt. Mixed blessing, if you ask me. Sounds like I missed out on some serious action.
No wonder we never saw you while we were dealing with the doctor. So, why did Varka send you back?
Don't tell me he sent you to.
Deliver some letters.
I was gonna say deliver a letter.
There's one for the Knights of Favonius, one for the church, another for the Dawn Winery, at least 10 of them in total.
Jeez, how many people has he sent to deliver his mail now? Mika, Inefa, Lowen. He should just hire a full-time mailman already.
Is this a Lewis twin?
In fact, he's earned himself a new nickname. Let's go with Sir Writes-A-Lot.
Another day, another nickname, huh? Tone-deaf bard.
I'll have you know that poetry and letters were humanity's earliest means of expressing their thoughts. So, tone-deaf or not, I wear the title of bard with pride. And I consider Sir Writes-A-Lot to be quite a compliment.
Wait, really? Darn it! Maybe Paimon should come up with some harder-hitting nicknames for these two.
Anyway, since this young man has come all the way to the Thousand Winds Temple looking for me, I assume he must have a letter for me too. Am I right?
You sure are, to use the Grand Master's own words.
This one is for the bard in green clothes. These days, I think he goes by Venti. Doesn't really have an address as such. You could start by asking around in Mondstadt, or maybe try your luck at the Thousand Winds Temple.
I figured that since there was this punching bag here, Ruin Guard, I could get some practice in while I was at it. So, I came right here the second I got back to Mondstadt.
That Varka is so slapdash sometimes. It's a good thing we happen to be nearby.
So, what does the letter say?
Oh, he also said to remind you to write back.
Nothing in particular. Just some idle chatter between two drinking buddies. But if I'm supposed to write back this time... I'll need some time to mull over my response. Varka gave you a whole bunch of letters to deliver, right? Maybe you can head into Mondstadt and deliver the rest of them first?
My thoughts exactly. Assuming I can find the way. Hopefully the roads haven't changed too much since the pre-expedition days.
Well, why don't we have Mondstadt's honorary knight escort this homeward-bound wanderer to the city? I'm sure some of the recipients of Varka's letters will turn out to be old friends of yours, too.
I have no objections.
Let's go! It's been a while since Paimon's done any guide work.
Thank you so much, honorary knight. And you, Miss Guide.
The Abyss. The Wild Hunt. Andreas. Get home safe, Varka.
Why do my ears feel so hot all of a sudden? Is someone talking about me? Surely there's no way anyone found the secret stash of cash in my office. That would be terrible.
Grandmaster, bad time to get distracted.
Watch out! Enemies approaching!
Huh? Oh, it's just a few stragglers. They're no real threat to us. This expedition is almost over. We just need to deal with these final few targets, and then... we will make our triumphant return! Charge! Try to keep up! That's gonna leave us. Stormwind! Maria sweeping in!
Without the Reikir of Sonari to direct them, it seems like all that's left is their primal urge to destroy.
If this is all that the Wild Hunt can muster now, surely the Lightkeepers of Nodcry will be able to deal with what's left.
Just like I thought. What we should be wary of now is...
Grandmaster, based on Lightkeeper intel and our own reconnaissance, one of the suspected targets should be just up ahead.
Good. You know the drill. Stay here and stand guard. Leave the rest to me.
Yes, Grandmaster!
We meet again, Andreas.
So, you've returned from Mondstadt. Don't you want to see what it looks like now? I was planning to take a look around there myself. Perhaps you could be my guide.
What's this? An echo from 1,000 years ago? Everything seems normal so far. Here's hoping I'm just overthinking things. There are 2 other places to check. Maybe this will all go smoothly after all. It's your turn, my friend. Come, Andreas!
Although, for returning to your old home, perhaps Andreas is a little too ostentatious. Might be better to go by...
Boreas.
Huh?
Injustice, corruption, iniquity. Is the surface world still as wretched and foul as ever? Answer me, heir to the knighthood of Boreas.
Looks like I'm not getting out of this without a fight. That's where things stand with the expedition. The victors will be returning home soon, so make sure to stock up on wine for the celebrations. P.S. I hope everyone's keeping up with their daily training. I'll be testing you all when I get back to make sure no one's regressed. P.P.S. I wrote individual letters for each and every one of you. Don't forget to write back.
That's all.
Everyone gets one? Wow! Sir Writes-A-Lot is really living up to his name.
I guess the Grand Master must have something specific to say to each of us. Even I got a letter, and I'm not a real knight yet.
Jean? Oh, yes. That's our Grand Master for you.
By the way, anyone know where I can find the cavalry captain? I have a letter for him as well.
You mean Kaya? He said he was meeting a friend from the church at the Angel Share. Allegedly for work. Said he was exchanging intel. But I'd say there's a 50-50 chance he's just there for a drink.
The Angels share intelligence from the Church of Avonius?
Paimon bets there'll be lots of familiar faces there. How about we deliver Kaya's letter? And these other 2 as well!
Really? Oh, that would be a great help, thank you.
Our thanks to you too, Lowen. The other knights will help distribute the remaining letters. You've had a long journey. Please go get some rest.
Great, but I won't be resting just yet. I have one last letter to deliver to Wolvendom. This one, I was planning on delivering personally. I heard that another challenger recently passed Boreas' trial. Well, with any luck, that wolf might be willing to reveal himself to me, too.
Very well, but please remember to show respect to the local wolves.
I will. Goodbye.
Clearly, something's bothering Jean. I should talk to her before going to the Angel's Share. Where the hell did she go? Jean, where are you? Okay, she's upstairs.
He wants to test me to see if my skills have regressed? I still haven't forgotten how he went easy on me last time. I'm assuming you must have seen him going all out before. When the time comes, you'd better keep an eye on him for me.
Please be quiet within the premises.
Ah, the Grand Master. The archives are filled with documents awaiting his review. I'm not letting him run off again until he's finished dealing with every last one. On another note, have you spoken to Jean? I hope she'll finally be able to relax a little once Varka returns.
Okay, we'll deliver these letters to the Adventurers Guild and the Cat's Tail. You can just handle the ones for the Angel's Share.
The expedition is finally wrapping up. Oh, I hope the maps I made on our way there are good enough to get them safely home.
The Grand Master wrote in his letter that the Boom Blossom Bombs we sent worked really well. He wants to know if we've made any more.
Uncle Mark is coming home? Yay! I can't wait to go outside and play with him!
Honorary Knight, you're still here?
I'll be setting off shortly, but it seems like there's something on your mind.
Is it that obvious?
Huh? But Vark is coming back. The situation in Nokrai is stable. Surely things are looking up.
True. From what you and Lowen have told me, the expedition has indeed accomplished its strategic objectives. It seems that Mondstadt no longer faces any threat from the perils of the North, be they the Wild Hunt or the Doctor. And yet, for some reason, I can't help but recall something the Grandmaster said to me before he left.
If I don't make it back from this expedition, you'll have to assume the mantle of Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. If it comes to that, remember to train the next Knight of Boreas in my stead. I've planted some promising seeds in Mondstadt, but they still need time to grow. Some have yet to master the art of social interaction. Some don't yet understand that they too need protecting. And some, well, some might not even want to be a knight yet. What's wrong? Well, there's no need to frown. I'm going on an expedition, not marching to my death. This is all just a contingency plan in the event that I'm unable to return. Until I return, I leave them in your care.
The lineage of the Knights of Boreas has nearly been extinguished twice in Mondstadt's history. The first wandering knight to claim the title arrived in Mondstadt 1,000 years ago, along with his wolf companion. He was as free as the wind. He left no succession plan behind. Even his name was lost to history. The title of Boreas could have disappeared from Mondstadt just as he did. But he had an informal disciple, a knight named Ravenwood, who admired the Knight of Boreas greatly. Ravenwood's valor and swordsmanship earned him the wolf spirit's recognition. When the old aristocracy tried to regain power, Ravenwood came once more to Mondstadt's defense. From then on, the title of Knight of Boreas was passed down from generation to generation within the Knights of Favonius.
Wolf spirit? You mean that big blue wolf in Wolfenden?
Correct. As you may already know, the Wolf of the North is the surviving spirit of an ancient god, and the Knight of Boreas serves as an intermediary between him and humanity. Lupus Boreas, who had never known what it meant to love, came to understand it through the journey with his human companion. In the end, he chose to allow his power to become one with the land. This was once a well-known tale in Mondstadt, but these days, few people are aware that the starting point of the Wolf King's journey was not Mondstadt, but Nodcry.
Huh?
Could it be?
The great Wolf King of the North came here from Nodcry. Although he doesn't like to speak of his past. In fact, he rarely shows himself to people at all nowadays. As such, this tale can only be found deep within the Knights of Favonius library. Even among the Knights of Favonius, few are aware of it. The Grand Master didn't disclose any concrete objectives before departing on his expedition. I couldn't help but wonder whether it might somehow be related to Nodcry's Wolf of the North. I kept my speculations to myself, however. Sharing them would only spread unwarranted suspicion toward the Four Winds among the people of Mondstadt. You experienced the turmoil caused by Duval and the East Wind's actions for yourself. Surely you can understand my concern?
No wonder Varga wasn't clear about his motives. Is that what he was worried about?
Very possibly. He was probably also reserving judgment. Having heard about your experiences in Nodcry, I now suspect that the Grand Master hadn't yet ascertained the true identity of our enemy at that time. And as it turns out, the calamity born in the north wasn't an ancient god, but rather the Wild Hunt and the Doctor. I guess we were both jumping to conclusions.
Well, always better to be overprepared than caught off guard. Facing the worst-case scenario with no backup plan would have been much worse.
Yes, I completely agree. The tide can turn rapidly in times of battle. It's a leader's responsibility to prepare for every possible contingency, even if his contingency plan never needs to be put into action. I'm sure the Grand Master is relieved to know that it's in place. Thank you for being such a patient listener. I feel much more settled after talking with you. If you have any spare time, would you mind stopping off to say hello to the other knights? I'm sure they have all missed our honorary knight just as much as I have.
That turned into a pretty long conversation, huh? We should probably go deliver those letters to the Angel Share now.
When you're mixing drinks in hot weather, start by pouring in cold water and add ice cubes. Then drain out the water before adding the other ingredients. How's that for a secret recipe? Maybe it's worth a little intel in return.
Please. I've known that little trick for a good 10 years at least. You'll have to offer something a little more substantial if you're serious about trading.
I know there's no one else in the tavern right now, but do you two really need to talk so loudly? Especially if you're supposed to be exchanging confidential information.
Kaya! Rosaria! D-Luke! Paimon knew we'd find you here.
Looks like it's about to get even noisier.
A little liveliness never killed anyone. Traveler, Paimon, what brings you our way?
I have a letter for each of you.
Please allow me to once again express my sincere condolences regarding your late father and the incident with Eric. We make absolutely no excuse for his crimes. I hope you will give some serious consideration to the question I asked you before I left, though I'm sure you're tired of hearing me ask by now. The Knights of Favonius will always welcome you.
From the look on your face, I'm guessing the Grand Master is still refusing to drop it?
He nags like an old man. It's hardly surprising.
Huh? Drop what? What's this about?
Nothing, really. Before leaving on the expedition, Varka came here to chat with me over a drink. I failed to avoid him. He, asked me if I'd consider rejoining the Knights of Favonius, and I declined. He expressed his regret about everything that happened, and asked me to reconsider. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, right. Sounds like you skipped a lot of details. There's clearly more to it.
Whatever details I chose to omit are in the past. Dragging them back up now serves no purpose.
You say that now, but back then, you couldn't let it go. You and the Knights of Favonius were constantly at odds.
I wasn't seeing the full picture. I've had a lot of time to reflect since then, but my answer remains unchanged. I'm not rejoining the Knights of Favonius. Both the Grandmaster and the acting Grandmaster are too upright and honorable. I can't see the shadows that lurk beneath them due to the size of the organization they lead. They need someone on the outside to keep watch vigilantly.
If I had a Mora for every time I've heard you repeat that argument. I actually don't disagree with the first part of what you said, but don't you think someone can keep tabs on things from the inside?
When you join an organization, you're bound by its rules, no matter how free it may seem on the surface.
You think so? Never mind the Knights. Have you honestly ever been bound by the rules of the Church?
Good question. Have you considered that maybe that's why I chose to join the Church and not the Knights to begin with?
Are they arguing or not? It's kind of hard to tell.
They're not arguing, they just have different ways of protecting those around them.
Oh, kind of like the contingencies Jean was talking about. The more ways they have to protect their home, the better. Huh? Traveler?
I wonder if this is exactly what Varka was hoping for.
What should I report back to the Grand Master on? Let me think. Public order inside the city? Monster activity in the wild? Oh, and a review of the latest vintages. I think I'll leave it at that.
My reply won't be a long one, as usual. I'm sure Varka won't be surprised.
Even if you
Come,
are
my
a close
friend.
friend.
Wine and adventure.
I need to learn to handle my booze better.
If you hadn't had to deliver that guy's mail, you wouldn't have been subjected to all this tedious arguing. When I write back, I'll tell him to quit making trouble for other people.
It's no trouble. Lowen did most of the work. We just volunteered to do the last leg of the journey. Mostly so we could come say hello.
Besides, I wouldn't really call that an argument. You just have different ideas on how to protect Mondstadt.
So you see what's really going on here? All three of us fell for that old rascal's scheme far too readily.
Huh? Scheme? What do you mean? Was Varka lying in his letters then?
No. While I'm sure Varka knows full well that Diluc would never agree to rejoin the Knights, I believe the sentiments he expressed were genuine, as was his offer to welcome Diluc back. There are people like Kaya and I, and then there are those who are true champions of justice to the core. Those people are the most susceptible to being driven to extremes by great upheaval. It's happened in Mondstadt before. Not only that, but it happened to a Knight of Boreas. That'll really hit home for Varka. And that's why his nagging is even more persistent than usual.
A champion of justice driven to extremes? You're saying that happened to a Knight of Boreas?
Yeah. So no one's told you this before? The lineage of the Knights of Boreas had nearly been extinguished twice in history. The first was at its inception. The second was the case I was alluding to.
Oh! Wasn't Jean telling us about this? Wait, and then we got caught up talking about the expedition, and we never got around to the second time.
I happened to hear about it from Varka once when he was drinking and started yammering on. The second crisis in the Knights of Boreas lineage. It was 500 years ago. Although the Knights of Boreas are meant to be intermediaries between humans and wolves, in practice, very few of them have been truly recognized by Lupus Boreas over the past millennium. Of those who have, the best known are the first Knight of Boreas, Ravenwood, the wolf pup Rostam, and Varka himself. But 500 years ago, there was one who earned the respect of Boreas even before gaining the title. He was a disciple of Rostam. They thought he would become the mightiest Knight of Boreas who ever lived. He was the perfect knight. Righteous, principled. His name was Roland, the blood-stained knight.
Yikes! Bloodstained Knight? That sounds a little ominous.
Well, apparently his original title was the White Knight, but he lost countless comrades during the Abyssal Calamity 500 years ago, including his tutor and mentor, Rostam. The endless bloodshed stained his sword and armor a crimson as deep as black, transforming the White Knight into the Blood-Stained Knight. After that, he threw himself completely into battling monsters, leaving Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius behind. To this day, no one knows his final whereabouts. It's hard to say whether the loss of an important figure in his life is what drove him to the point of obsession, or whether he was already too far gone to save. But had he known that the Knights of Favonius would always welcome him back, perhaps things would have turned out differently. So if you want my opinion, the reason why Varka keeps asking Diluc to rejoin, despite knowing that he'll never say yes, is to let him know you're not alone. After all these years, he's still as persistent as ever. Just like how he used to be with me.
Huh. Turns out Varka's a lot more thoughtful than he lets on. Paimon had the wrong idea about him. Anyway, there's still something about this whole Boreas business that Paimon isn't really getting. Wasn't Andreas a god in Mondstadt thousands of years in the past? If so, why did Jean say that Boreas and the Wandering Knight only arrived here just 1,000 years ago? Plus, Paimon's super curious about what happened to Roland.
Shall we go get answers straight from the horse's or wolf's mouth? We can meet up with Lowen in Wolfdom. Well, I don't know.
That's a great idea! Jean said he hasn't been showing himself much lately, but he always seems happy to oblige whenever you show up. Let's go!
This quest line's kind of cool, but I want to go back to Ilua. in Non-Cry. I don't like when you can step into like 10,000 different quests when you're not trying to. It's very confusing. So let's see. How do I get back to Non-Cry? As if I'll be able to figure out where he was. Was it Non-Cry? It was up here, right? No? Where the hell was it? Maybe it was around here? I don't even know what the quest was called. No, this isn't it. Let's see if we can find the quest name, maybe? Story commissions, world quests. Fontaine, Natlan. Where's my non-cry stuff?
Have you decided where you will go from here? If not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while?
I'm never gonna find where it was, but whatever. I don't like any of the stories I've been doing so far. Only the main story.
Receive my blessing.
This had better be important.
Oh my god, why'd you do that? No, why'd you do that? Get back up there.
Follow me, and...
Someone who appears to be the leader. O Torch Forger, who illuminates the darkness on the borderlands, we Lightkeepers pledge here and now. Thus did I foresee, waves crashing on the shore, the night sky devoured by deathly silence. Thus did I declare, whomsoever cradles the flame and keeps it burning unquenched need not descend into that darkness. We are the light keepers who shine the eternal light of hope into the endless snow-swept plains. My fellow companions, our mission this time is to repel the monsters infesting within the Kibamaki Cliff and investigate the culprit behind this wild hunt outbreak. We shall set foot on that cliff, which we last approached 3 years ago, and fight this decisive battle. I know many of you, like me, have reasons why you must be on this mission. Keep this in mind. Pyramida is behind us, for the living, for our future. We must not take even one step back. As our vow thunders, our bones and blood we shall use as fuel. We shall make life greater than death. We shall, our solemn duty as Retniki. To battle. Yes, Captain. Paimon's never seen so many Retniki gathering and heading out before. This must be real serious business. Their captain seems like a reliable sort. Yeah, he looks about the same age as Sly, but he's got such an imposing presence. But Paimon's still worried. They're going after that special wild hunt, right? Will they actually be okay, even with all those people? Let's find a way to pitch in. The wild hunt's everyone's problem, not just the Lightkeepers. We can't just leave this be. Sorry to bother you both. Hey there, Gramps. Anything we can help you with? This is our first meeting, but I can already tell that you're no ordinary people. I happen to hear that a blonde-haired adventurer named Saikitsune and her companion have arrived in Nodcry, bringing with them impressive resumes from adventures all over Teyvat. Would you happen to be those two legends? Yes, indeed. How did our whereabouts get leaked again?
Paimon didn't expect to be recognized here. If this keeps up, we'll have to go undercover just to step outside.
Don't you like being famous, Paimon? Fortunately, I'm used to being famous.
Well, it's not like that. Paimon's just worried that if we get a commission to deal with bad guys, they'll get tipped off and run away before we even leave the guild.
I am Nikita, an ordinary Ratnik who has been stationed in this remote land for years. Pardon my sudden interruption, but in the truth, I have a humble request.
Could this be related to the wild hunt?
Indeed, it has a great deal to do with it. I'd like you to help us find a relic called the Silver Lampwick.
You've come to the right people. We're already really good at finding things, but what does this relic have to do with the wild hunt?
I'm afraid we have to start with the wild hunt calamity that swept through this land 500 years ago. Legend has it that an evil beast wielding dark powers made Nodcry its hunting ground, tormenting countless living beings. This lasted until the Torch Forger defeated it with 3 sacred relics, the sword, the lamp, and the mirror, and sealed it beneath the cliff. Only then was the calamity quelled. The Silver Lampwick is one of those 3 sacred relics. It can summon a barrier to defend against the wild hunt's attacks. After quelling the calamity, the Torch Forger entrusted it to Alia, the Fae, guardian of the Pillar of Embla. That is a lot of words. The situation is critical now, and we must rely on the relic's power to pull through. We've sent Ratniki to search for it, but we aren't exactly experts at hunting down items of power. I would be very grateful if you two could help. This involves the wild hunt, so I'll gladly pitch in. I'll be paid for this gig, I presume? Rest assured, though our strength may have waned, we Lightkeepers never fail to reward those who assist us.
In other words, we gotta go to the Pillar of Embla, find the legendary Silver Lampwick, and bring it back here. But isn't the relic being kept by the Fae? How are we supposed to find and retrieve it?
According to the legend, following the Kavaki as it guides you upward will lead you to her. She was once an ally of the Torch Forger, so I believe she will understand if you explain the situation to her. But if you do obtain the silver lampwick, please give it to Alua. You've already seen him. He's the young leader of that force, and thus, the one who needs this relic most right now. So I already did a quest where I met Alua already, and this is a different quest where I haven't met Alua already. Oh my god, they should keep this stuff straight. Like, it's too messy. You shouldn't be able to walk into a quest that you're not supposed to be in yet. You know I wouldn't call myself a regular volunteer, but are you certain my aid is not warranted this time? Oh, Flint's, you're here. I thought you wouldn't show up. Would you write me so frequently if you believed that in the truth? Why, by my reckoning, you had a missive delivered to my lighthouse posting a week ago. Do I seem like the sort of ratnik who would disrespect his starshina by not even checking in? No, and in any case, we at HQ have never failed to send you a check-in notice. Blah, 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 I don't care. Blah, 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 blah. Stop talking. Shut up. I want to go fight stuff. Oh my god, this could take forever. I have work in the morning, you know. Prelude to the night vigil. If you might heed this call from the past, please ascend the tower. You heard that too, right? Was that Alia the Fae? She said to ascend the tower. Do you think we should check it out? Ooh. Oh. Almost missed that. Okay, where are we supposed to be? Up there? How do you get up there?
The wind rises.
Oops. No! Why are you falling? You're a hat guy, you can fly.
Behold!
Fly, my pretty. How am I supposed to get up there? Didn't expect to find abyssal monsters here. Oh, great. He's scary.
The night is cold. It's cold. Mine to command.
Squall and fury.
Not now.
Close your eyes. Be silent.
Big guy's really scary. I don't like it. It's freaking
Observe.
me out.
Come on. My guiding stars. The night is cold. La 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 la.
The wind rises. Unsightly insects.
My guiding stars. Don't be scared.
Squall and fury. That's far enough.
The night is cold.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
My guiding stars.
Observe. Are you quite finished? Close your eyes. To dust.
Stars, shine for me. My guiding... Let the show begin.
Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
The wind rises. You dare to gaze upon me?
My guiding stars. Cold. Mine's...
Close your eyes. Observe.
Come on. That's not fair.
Behold! Cry louder!
Be silent. Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Not now. Stars, shine for me.
Close your eyes. Steady now. I'm rather out of sorts. Burn no more.
Let's dance. Oh.
Be silent. Observe.
Don't be scared. My guiding stars.
Wretched vermin! The wind rises. Squall and Fury!
Yeah. I'll protect us. Yeah. Hi. Not now.
Be silent. Close your eyes. To dust. Be silent.
The night is cold. Oh, let the show be.
The wind rises. Know your place.
Cold. Mine to command.
Squall and Fury.
My guiding stars. Let's dance.
Close your eyes. Observe.
The wind rises. Cry louder. Nothing worth mentioning.
Don't be scared. La, 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 la. Let the show begin.
Be silent. Night falls.
Squall and fury.
The night is cold.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
I'll protect us. Oh no! Not. That's against the rules.
Be silent.
Cold. Mine to command. The night is cold.
Squall and fury.
Not now.
Close your eyes.
Stars, shine for me.
Behold. Know your place.
Observe. Close your eyes. Observe. Night falls. Be silent. Close your eyes.
The night is cold.
The wind rises.
My guiding stars.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Don't be scared. The night is cold.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Observe. Close your eyes. Be silent. To dust.
Behold.
My guiding stars. Cold. Mine to command.
Squall and fury. Know your place.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
Behold. That's far enough.
Let the show begin. Come on. We can do it.
Squall and fury. You dare to gaze upon me? You're dead.
Not now.
The wind rises. Wretched vermin! Squall and fury! Surge forth!
Don't be scared. My guiding stars.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
Observe. Be silent. Do you fear the dark?
The night is cold.
Squall and fury. Cry louder.
Stars, shine for me. My guiding star.
The wind rises.
Close your eyes. Be silent. Night falls. Close your eyes. To dust.
Cold. Mine to command. Not now.
Squall and fury. You dare to gaze upon me? Behold!
Ooh, that took forever.
Take it and have fun.
Do not be afraid.
The night is cold.
Observe. Do you fear the dark?
Forest, protect us.
Not now. Don't be scared.
By the frost moon of old, leave this place.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark? It's a grave situation.
Let's dance. La, 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 la.
Forest, protect us.
My guiding stars.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Cold. Mine to command. Not now.
Yeah!
Oh, huh. Hi.
You poor lost lamb.
Let the show begin.
I am being tested.
My guiding stars.
With one heart, we pray. Leave this place.
Be silent. Close your eyes. Do you fear the dark?
Are you sure it has to be? Quit following me. Hup, huh. Squall and Fury.
Stars, shine for me.
The wind rises. Bow your head.
Hi.
Behold.
Be silent. Close your eyes.
Squall and Fury.
Not now. Oh, come on. We can do it. Don't be scared.
Behold. I'm used to this.
Observe.
The night is cold. I'll protect us. Hi.
Squall and Fury.
My guiding stars.
Be silent. Observe. Close your eyes.
Stars, shine for me. Sister.
Rises. There's no such thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Paimon does feel a teeny tiny bit of Kavaki in it, but it's all covered in abyssal goop. It can't function at all like this. Sly, could you try purifying it? You know, the move that makes all the abyss corruption go foosh and disappear.
Oh my god! I'm already gonna die. Please don't. Please spare my life. Spare my life! This is stupid. What am I supposed to do? Look out. I'll hold them off. Get out of here as quickly as you can now. There's no way I'm running away. Heroes of the sublunary spear, clear the abyssal energy. Let's do as she says.
Hello? Paimon doesn't know who you are, but we gotta clear that abyssal energy from the core, right?
Wait, what are you doing?
I don't have the power. I'm dying.
Are you hurt?
We're fine. Thanks for stepping in to help.
I'm glad to hear that. These pitch-black impurities are far more dangerous than they look. Any wounds they inflict can have serious consequences. The Abyss is nothing I can't handle. I remember you, back in Pyramida.
Yep, you're the one that old man mentioned. We saw you there earlier.
Oh, now that you mention it, I did catch sight of a rather unusual little Jack Frost in the crowd.
Paimon's not a Jack Frost, but at least she wasn't mistaken for a Spectre this time. Ugh, not the point. Paimon's like Itsune's guide. Thank you very much.
Ah, my apologies. I assure you I meant no offense, so you're a guide. Guiding outlanders like you two was originally one of our responsibilities as well. It's just that the recent surge in wild hunt activity has made things difficult. Let's see. Let's set that aside for now. In any case, your guess is correct. I'm Alua, captain of the Lightkeepers Investigation Squad, the Nightmare Orioles. It's a pleasure to meet you. Orioles? Areolas. I need sleep.
Paimon's Paimon, and she's like Itsune, and we're both fucking goobers. We're here on a commission, and actually, that commission has something to do with you. Yeah, an old Lightkeeper asked us to...
You briefly explain how you took on a sudden commission in Pyramida and came to the Pillar of Imbla in search of the Silver Lampwick. I see. He can't keep from worrying about me, huh? Can't blame him, though. Honestly, this isn't the best look for me, but I came here looking for the Silver Lampwick as well. I ended up spending too much time clearing out the monsters in the area, so I've made almost no progress. And I've dragged the two of you into danger on top of that.
It's nothing. These little scrapes don't even make it into our adventure log. Speaking of which, we never got to ask properly. We have to find the Fae named Alia to get the Silver Lampwick, right? So where exactly are we supposed to look for her? Oh, and that voice we heard earlier, was that her?
So you heard it too. Yes, I believe that was her guiding us. Following the Kavaki's guiding light should lead you to her. Should being the operative term. Right now, that guide is flickering. I'd say it's half the abyssal corruption and half her intention. She's using Kavaki to obscure that which is truly important, including her own presence. As such, we'll likely need the power of a barrier core to disperse the corruption and restore the barriers in this area. Once the barrier reforms, our now hidden guide should reveal itself. We'll help you.
We've accepted the commission after all, and since the Abyss is the cause of all of this, there's no way we're just gonna ignore it.
But danger lurks behind every corner here, and the terrain is treacherous. Why don't you two wait somewhere safe while I...
No way! Hey, seriously, are you underestimating Saikitsune just a little? You saw her in action just now. Pretty impressive, right? No. That took way too long. Honestly, she might even be stronger than you. Booyah. And besides, she's got Paimon, the ever-reliable guide. Tricky terrain, police. Paimon can fly. I don't mean to belittle you, but you're ordinary people who were kind enough to help us out. If something happened to you because of all of this, I'm not that weak. I might get annoyed if you don't stop fussing. Exactly. Just leave it to us. We won't let you down. Alright. Then I'll be counting on you, but please be careful. I'll do everything I can to keep you safe as well. We will. If anything, you should be the one watching your step. Thanks. That said, I also have a companion who can fly. Come on, Aiden. Wow, he's a golden shiny, just like a pile of Mora. Let's start with the barrier core nearby. Once we're close, we just need to channel the Kavaki into it. Huh? But that thing's floating in midair. Paimon can get there just fine, but you two... No worries, come with me. I'll show you just what Aiden can do. Maybe it's Aiden, I don't know. But I do know that I am tired and I'm going to bed because fuck this game. Took my healer out.
Let the show begin.
And I spent all that time cooking too, and I'm already out of ingredients. Not fair. Ooh, he's so cute. Maybe I should heal first. There's not really an area nearby, though, is there? Nope. Wait. Nope. Alright. On the motto,
I wonder
then,
when I'll...
friends. You hush. I'm not talking to you. Bye!